The Dallas Mavericks star forward and guard Luka Doncic has quickly become one of the NBA's biggest stars. Of course, there's plenty of things happening on and off the court that even his biggest fans don't know about. That is why we are breaking down 10 things that might shock you about Luka Doncic. Number 10, a favorite NBA player. That'd be LeBron James. Luka Doncic was quoted as saying, "He's my favorite. He can play in a lot of different positions. I can too, but to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder." He also joked about facing LeBron in an interview with Yahoo Sports' Shams Charania, saying, "If I dunk on LeBron, I can retire." Doncic told Yahoo Sports by phone laughing, "I'm kidding, but no, of course, I want to bring my personality to the States." His other favorite NBA players include Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Ben Simmons. Apparently, LeBron is somewhat of a fan of Luka Doncic as well. Having been a very young star himself, the King has had some kind words for the young player. LeBron has been quoted as saying, "Two of my best friends from high school play overseas now, so they told me a lot about him and say he's a really good player." I don't think this is intimidating to him. I don't think this game is something that he hasn't seen before. That's the best thing about European basketball. Pro basketball over there, they develop their players so early. Ask me, I would like to play with Kevin Durant? Absolutely. Ask if I'd like to play with Jimmy Butler? I'll say it right now. Ask about Kyrie Irving, Giannis, ask me about Embiid, Ben Simmons, all of them, Luka Doncic. Ask me right now. Come on guys, it's not rocket science. These are great players, absolutely. I would love to play with a lot of great players. It's just who I am, and I play by the rules. Number 9, making history. He was named the youngest EuroLeague MVP both in the regular season and in the Final Four in the league's history after leading his Real Madrid team to a title. The 19-year-old averaged 16.9 points, 4.59 assists, and 4.8 rebounds per game during that regular season. Number 8, draft day trade. In the 2018 NBA Draft, Doncic was selected by the Atlanta Hawks with the 3rd overall pick. Of course, it wasn't long before the Mavericks took Trae Young with the 5th pick and shipped him and a 2019 top 5 prospected first-round pick to Atlanta for Doncic. Even after all this time, Doncic is still considered one of the greatest European basketball players to make it into the NBA Draft. Number 7, a familiar comparison. Dallas owner Mark Cuban has an NBA comparison to Doncic that'll be familiar to Mavs fans. He reportedly said, "Think of a 6'7" Steve Nash that isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager," Cuban said. "Good vision and can pass." Speaking of Nash, here's what the former Mavs point guard had to say of Doncic via Yahoo Sports. "I think Luka is a dream prospect," Nash told Shams Charania. "Big and mobile enough in the modern game and can guard multiple positions. He has a skill set, a winning mentality, and leadership qualities." Doncic's agent, Bill Duffy, who was also Nash's agent, told Charania he can see the Nash comparison as well. "This guy is the revisitation of Steve Nash," Duffy told Yahoo Sports. "The talent, the work ethic, the team mindset, you would hate to be the one to pass on Luka. He has played in a physical setting for years and has dismantled NBA guys. He has a DNA to him and checks all of the boxes. Doncic doesn't mind the Nash comparisons either, it sounds like. Ask Doncic of the comparisons to Nash and you can hear the excitement in his voice," many have said who have worked closely with Doncic. He is quoted as saying, "I see that from myself. To be like Steve Nash," he told Yahoo Sports. "But man, to be like Steve Nash, I need to work so much. I like to see my teammates play better. I like to elevate them, and I know Steve Nash did that. It's different to compare me to an NBA player like him because that is such a great level." Number 6, starting young. According to ESPN's Mike Schmitz, Doncic first had a basketball in his hands when he was just 7 months old. The doing things at a young age trend would continue. Doncic signed with Real Madrid when he was just 13 and debuted in the EuroLeague at 16. From there, his career kept exploding until he finally reached the big stage of the NBA. Doncic first began playing organized basketball with his primary school team at Marana Yarka and Ljubljana around age 7. When his father left the Slovenian club Domžale for powerhouse Union Olympia in 2007, Doncic went with him. Olympia basketball school coach was a longtime friend of Sasa and Doncic's mother, Miriam Poterbin, and invited Doncic to practice with the 1999-born generation. A skinny, happy-go-lucky 8-year-old, Doncic was so dominant at his first Olympia practice that the coaching staff moved him up to the 1996-born group only 16 minutes into the training session. After a full practice with the older kids, Doncic was then bumped up to the Olympia selection team, where he would develop over the course of the next few years, regularly competing against players 3 and 4 years his senior. Due to the league rules, the 8-year-old Doncic wasn't allowed to compete at the under-14 level, but he tore through his own age group and played a role off the bench on the under-12 team as well. Eager to spend as much time on the court as possible, Doncic would beg his parents to go to practice with the older teams on his off days. Number 5. Amazing shots. In his rookie season with the Mavericks, Doncic became well known for making some unorthodox shots. No shot better epitomizes this than the three-pointer he flicked in from the corner against Portland with 0.6 seconds left to force overtime. This wasn't the only insane shot that Doncic has made, though. Earlier this year, Doncic made a few three-pointers while playing in Orlando. The basketball star hadn't let recent events slow him down, and he was playing better than ever. Number 4. Living up to the hype. As the third pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, Doncic lived up to the hype in every way. He finished the season with 8 triple-doubles, the third most by any rookie in NBA history. He had one more than Magic Johnson and only trailed Ben Simmons with 12 and Oscar Robertson with 26. Doncic joined Robertson as the only other rookie in NBA history to average at least 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. Doncic also had the highest usage percentage of any rookie since 1977 at 30.5%. That ranks higher than the rookie seasons of Jordan, 29.8%, and James, 28.2%. Number 3. His signature moment. Doncic got off to a fast start in the 2018-2019 season, but December 8, 2018 will be remembered as his breakout performance. The Mavs were trailing 102-94 with 3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining at the American Airlines Center. Then Doncic went on a personal 11-0 run to lead the Mavs to a 107-104 win over the Rockets. Doncic got started with a corner three-pointer and followed with a shot at the top of a key a few feet behind the three-point line, with a 6'10" Clint Capella draped on him. Then Doncic drove in the lane for a floater and capped it off with a nasty crossover on Capella and his signature step-back three-pointer. Fittingly, Doncic did this on the night that the Ringers Isaac K. Lee and Jason Gallagher performed Hallelujah for fans at the American Airlines Center. Number 2. He loves video games. On a rainy afternoon, Doncic is watching TV in Slovenia in his living room, sprawled out on a sectional in a classic teenage pose, body supine, chin resting on chest, hands fused to his phone. Near the sofa, there's a desk with an ergonomic chair designed for gaming. Doncic says that he spends 2 to 3 hours a day playing video games like FIFA and Overwatch. His mother, Miriam Poterbin, moved here 2 years ago to live with him. He is very mature because of his life to go always so early, so when he's at home, he's a teenager. Even though Doncic may have some growing up to do off of the court, he's definitely not wasting any time on the court. The star is quickly becoming a strong player in the league. These days, many are wondering whether Doncic will trade teams. For now, he definitely seems like he's in it for the long haul with the Mavericks. Number 1. Full circle. Doncic's father, Sasa Doncic, played with Miami Heat guard Goran Dragic on the same Slovenian league team in 2008. The two won a championship together, and the team's ball boy that year? Well, that would be Luka. You can even see some photos of him with the team. Dragic is also Luka Doncic's mentor and helped him shape his basketball playing from the very beginning. If you look close enough, you'll catch a lot of similar playing styles between the two. Now, this list wouldn't be complete without mentioning a few Luka Doncic nicknames from his own teammates. Throughout his playing career, he has gone by the Matador, the Wonder Boy, the Don, Swaggy LD, and many more. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. These have been 10 things that might shock you about Luka Doncic. Have a good one.